of this lesson, you should be able to find the undefined values of a given rational function. You should be able to find the undefined values of a given rational function. And when we say undefined values of a given rational function, undefined values simply means that a set of values that will make a function, that will make the whole function to be what does not exist, or that will make the function to be undefined. Let's say to be undefined meaning that does not what exist. And in a situation whereby a function can be undefined, that's why the denominator is what? 0. So if the denominator side is 0, then everything will be undefined. So suppose we have the polynomial function f of s is equal to p of s over q of s, where the q of s is not 0. So see that there is the domain here where q of s is not 0, because the q of s is the denominator part, where it's not 0. And it's where it is 0, then you will find the undefined values. So this is the domain. So when you change the domain to equal to 0, then we will find the undefined values of the function. And on this note, to find the undefined values, we set the denominator to 0 to get the undefined values of the s. So in our previous video, or in our previous lesson, we looked at the defined values, or the zeros of the function. It's where we create the numerator to 0. And in this case, we are finding undefined, the set of values that will make the function undefined or does not exist. Is situation where we set the denominator to what? 0 and solve for the values. So now let's take our time and take this example to better. So we have this problem, and we have to find the values of s that will make the function undefined. We have to find the values of x that will make the function undefined. And the values of x that will make the function undefined in a situation whereby the denominator part will be 0. So the value of x that can change the whole denominator to 0 is the undefined value. And for us to find that value, we have to take our time and set the denominator to 0. So let's set the denominator to 0 and solve for the remaining equation. So we are going to get s is equal to minus 2. So this means that when s is minus 2, here we have minus 2 plus 2. So denominator part will be 0, which is indeterminate or undefined. Which means that the value of x that will make this function undefined is negative 2. Now let's take our time and solve the problem number 2. We have to find the values of t that will make the function undefined. So we have to find the values of t that will make this function undefined. So to check for the undefined values, take our time and set the denominator to 0. So when we set the denominator to 0, we are going to get t squared plus 5t plus 6 equal to 0. So if you have t squared plus 5t plus 6 to be 0, then it has become quadratic equation. So let's take our time and factorize this one by multiplying the 6 by the coefficient here. So 6 by 1 will be what? 6. So then we check for factors of 6. That will multiply to get 6. But when you add, you have to get 5. So 2 factors of 6. So 2, 3, 6, 2 plus 3 will be what? 5. So in terms of this 5, we are going to use the factors 2 and 3 to replace this 5. In terms of t, so t squared plus 2t plus 3t plus 6 equal to 0. So let's take our time and put them into 2 brackets and this. So the common factor here will be what? T. When t is out, t plus 2 plus when 3 is out, 3. 3 goes to 6, 2. So now you see that the terms in the brackets are the same. So let's take the terms outside the brackets and we're going to get t plus 3. Those inside are the same, choose one of them, equal to 0. Now, take your time and set each bracket to 0. So the first bracket is t plus 3 is equal to 0. On this note, the t value is negative 3. The second bracket is t plus 2 equal to 0. On this note, the t value is also negative 2. So therefore, the values of t that will make the whole function to be undefined are minus 3 and minus 2. So these are the set of values that will make the whole function to be undefined. That will make the whole function to be undefined. Now let's solve this problem. Problem number 3. What values of x makes the function g of x equal to x over s squared minus x over s squared minus 18s plus 81 undefined. What values of s will make this to be undefined? So for the undefined values, we have to take our time take your time, set the denominator to 0 and solve for the remaining results. So when you take a time, set the denominator to 0, you get s squared minus 18s plus 81 equal to. So let's factorize. 81 by 1 is 81. So 2 factors of 81. That will add up to minus 80, but when you multiply, you get 81 as well. Minus 9, minus 9. So we have s squared minus 9s minus 9s plus 81 equal to 0. So now let's go ahead and factorize. We have s squared minus 9s. Factor negative out from this side, and when you factor negative out, it will affect. So when you factor negative out from this side, when you factor negative out, it will affect this sign. This sign will also be negative. So that when you use negative to expand, you get positive inside. We have 9s minus 81 equal to 0. So when you use negative to expand, you get your positive here. So the common factor here is what? X. When x is out, here is power 2. It will use the power to power 1. 9. 9 and 81, the common factor is what? 9. 9 goes to 81, 9, which is what? 0. So let's check the terms outside the brackets. You have x minus 9, and the inside at the c you choose 1, which is equal to 0. And this is repeated factor. So let's set one of the bracket to 0. And so for x is what? 9. So meaning that the value of x here, that will make the whole function. That will make the whole function to be 0 is 9. Is 9. So that's how to solve this rule. So here is the problem number 4. We have function f of t, which is s squared plus 11s plus 10 all over root of now. So that is a function of s, a function in terms of s. So you have to find the values of what values of x will make the whole function undefined. What values of x will make the whole function undefined. So on this route, you have to take your time and set the denominator to 0. When you set the denominator to 0, then you have to take square on both sides. You have to square both sides so that the square will eliminate the square roots. Then you get your quadratic and solve the quadratic to get your final results. Thank you very much for watching this video.